Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the KitchenAid mixer motor shaft seal. It's going to be a very easy repair, and it's only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new motor shaft seal. The motor shaft seal seals the gear case where the motor shaft comes through. The main reason you'd be changing it out is if it's damaged and grease is leaking out. In order to change the part, we have to open up the mixer. We're going to take off the accessories just to get them out of the way. You want to make sure the bowl is in the down position. And then we can reach in and take off the beater. All you have to do is lift up on it, turn it clockwise, and then let it drop down. You can pull it out. To get the bowl up, we're just going to lift it off the mounting pegs and pull it out. Now we're around at the back of the mixer. We're going to use a Phillips screwdriver to take out the screw that holds the trim on. Once you have the screw out, you can pull the trim off and set it aside. With the trim out of the way, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to take out the 4 screws that hold the cover on. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Once you have all 4 screws out, you can lift the cover off and set it aside. Now that we have the cover off, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to take out the 2 screws that hold the speed control board in place. Once you have both screws out, we're going to lift the board up and out of the way. We have to use a small flathead screwdriver to release the tabs that hold the little sensor in. Just have to press on each side and get them to release. Once you have both tabs released, you can pull the sensor out of the motor, and then we can swing the speed control out of the way. If your mixer has the old transmission housing like ours does, the manufacturer recommends that you upgrade it to the metal housing because it's stronger. We're not going to show you in this video because that part has its own video. We're going to use a Phillips screwdriver to take out the 4 screws that hold the transmission cover down. Once you have all the screws out, we can lift the transmission housing off. Now that we have the housing off, we have access to the motor shaft seal. It's mounted right here on the motor shaft. In order to change it, we have to take the motor out of the mixer. In order to get the motor out, we're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to take out the 2 screws in the back that hold the motor to the housing. Once you have the screws out, you just have to lift up on the motor. You don't even have to take it out. You just have to be able to lift it up so we can get the motor seal off. If it's on there tight, you can use a small flathead screwdriver to get behind it and pop it off. Once you have it free, you can pull it off the motor shaft and off the mixer. Here's the old motor shaft seal next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new motor shaft seal in, we're just going to lift the motor back up and very carefully put it over the shaft so you don't damage it on the splines. You can push it down into the motor. Once you have it seated all the way, you can set the motor back down. Then we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put in the 2 screws in the rear. Now that we have the motor back in place, we can put the transmission housing back on. All you have to do is line it up and flip it over. Once you have it lined up, you can push it down into place. If it won't go down all the way, you may have to turn this little hub attachment right here so it lines up with the beveled gear. Once you have it in place, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in to hold it down. Once you have the housing back on, we can remount the speed control board. Just gonna lift it up and plug in the sensor. It can only go one way. Just make sure it clips into the motor and stays in place. Once you have it there, we can rotate the board over and line it up with the screw holes. Once you have it in place, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in. Once you have the speed control back in place, we can put the cover back on the mixer. Just going to line it up and set it down in place. Once you have it in place, we can use a Phillips screwdriver to put in the 4 screws. Now that we have the cover back on, we can put the trim ring on. We're just going to set it in place. Then we can go around back and use the Phillips screwdriver to put the screw in to hold it on. Once you have the trim ring on, we can put the bowl back on. To put the bowl back on, we're just going to line up the pins on each side. Once you have it in place, you can push down on the back to snap it in. Once you have it in place, we can put the beater back on. To put the beater back in, we're just going to line it up on the shaft and make sure the pin goes into the cutout and lift it up into place. Turn it counterclockwise to lock it on. Once you have it in place, we can plug the mixer back in and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.